Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you may be in the world. This is by Hook or by Needles. I am Sam, and as you can see, a pile of whips in the background, which I have put aside temporarily so that I can add 2 more rows to my scrap blanket, because I really don't want to get too far behind on this. But it is so hot again today. It got to like almost 30. Well, that's 30 degrees Celsius, but it has now dropped to 20 degrees Celsius, which is about 71 degrees Fahrenheit, I think. And I'm just going to, oops, what am I doing? Yeah, I'm tying that on there. And I'm just going to add a couple of rows to this blanket. I've been watching, I don't know anyone who might have Prime, but a couple of years ago now, I think it was, a British show came out called The Rig, R-I-G, Rig, and it had a bit of a cliffhanger, and yeah. It's season 2's just started, but I thought, oh, it's been a couple of years, I think, since season 1. So I thought, well, I'm going to refresh my memory by watching season 1 again. And boy, oh boy, had I missed a lot the first time round. Really missed a lot the first time round. I'm surprised, actually, that I was able to follow the story at all, because I'm like, I can't remember this happening. I can't remember that happening. Yeah, I'm one of those people who sort of says halfway through the show, hang on a minute, didn't they die? Or, hang on, why are they a good guy? I thought they were bad. Yeah, that's me. I'm that horrible spoiler person who just doesn't understand what's going on. I mostly hate action stuff, but this has got a bit of action in it, I suppose. But it's real end of days, you know, woe is us and the world is going to, you know, die, and we're all going to go to hell. Well, not hell, but we're all going to die, and there will be nothing left of the world again. It's another mass extinction type of show. But like I say, I haven't finished re-watching season 1 to know what season 2 is about yet, but it certainly is very much worth watching if especially if you enjoy, oh, now, what is his name, anyone watch, what is it called? No, I want to say Call of Duty, but it's not Call of Duty. It was a British police drama where they were trying to find out who this character was, who was called H. And I don't mean H from Steps, I mean H from, you know, this crime syndicate. What was it called? And it's got this Scottish actor in it who's really quite good. And what else was he in? He's been in quite a few things. He's got a beard, brunette, Scottish, like I say. I can't think of what else he was in. And was it Call of Duty? Because Call of Duty is a PlayStation video game. What was it called? Oh, I can't remember. But anyway, he's in it. So if you like him, and you know, you will know who I'm talking about if you do like him, because you'll know who I'm talking about when I mention the British police show with him in. No, it's not The Bill. It was, like I say, it's about these, they were trying to find the inside person called H, inside their midst, inside the police force, who was, you know, like head of a huge crime syndicate. And it finished a few years back. So, oh, okay, because I paused it. It's, okay, I thought maybe it was going to show me the introduction again to say who was in it, or whatever. Let me see if I can find out who's in it. Let's have a look. Okay, no, that doesn't help. Go down. No, that doesn't tell me who is in it. Dear, don't start playing, otherwise I'll get smacked by YouTube. Oh dear, I hate it. Every time I pause Prime, it just goes. Ah, no, don't talk. No, don't tell me pause is unavailable. No. Okay, Martin Compston. Martin Compston is the guy's name. So yeah, now you know. It's also got this guy from, what was he in? That's right, he was in Game of Thrones. He was, what was her name? He was Khaleesi's right-hand man initially, with the red hair. He's also in it. Yeah, it's got a few good actors and actresses in it. I don't know, like I say. Not sure if it's something... I mean, I don't normally like these sorts of things because I can't handle suspense. If I can't go to the end of the show to find out how it ends, I don't normally watch it. So I was really surprised that I actually watched this, because this is... it ended season 1 on a cliffhanger. And I try to put it out of my mind because it does drive me nuts. I have to know the ending. I have to. It's just in my DNA. If I don't know the ending, yeah, I go insane. But maybe that's what's happened to me the last few years. That would explain a lot. I have definitely gone insane. Anyway. Oh dear, it is so hot. Have I mentioned how hot it is? Yeah, I have. Oh gosh, it's so hot. I hate it. Hate the heat. But, yeah. Who else is in it? There's a few familiar faces. But, and they're all British, because it is a British production. But yeah, give it a look. Like I say, it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. It's not normally the sort of thing that I would watch. But, you know, it's, yeah, suspenseful. I remember going and taking my kids to see Hunger Games. And I really hated the description my kids gave me. Oh, can we go see the Hunger Games? Can we see the Hunger Games? And I said, well, what's it about? Because I had to be, you know, I always try to be careful that I didn't sort of take them to stuff that, you know, just because everyone else, all their other friends were going. I thought, no, I'm not taking you just because all your other friends are going. I need to know basically what it's about. And the description I got was, well, it's about all these kids who fight to the death for food. And I thought, this sounds awful. Why would I want to take my kids to a movie like this? But then I did a little bit of my own research, and I thought, well, no, it's got nothing. Well, it didn't have nothing to do about that. But I thought, well, it's not exactly the whole storyline. So I did take them, and then I was so in awe of the movie myself. And then I found out there were books, so I immediately purchased the books on Kindle and read them both within 2 or 3 days. But I was about, had we seen the second? No, we hadn't seen the second one. But I was halfway through the second book, and I was getting sick and tired of not knowing whether Katniss was going to end up with Peter or Gale? What's his name? Gale? Whatever his name was. The Hemsworth kid guy. So I went to the end of the third book to find out. Yeah, like I say, don't like suspense, don't like not knowing things. I would have been one of those people in Twilight who would have been reading the last book before the movie to know how it ended. It's like Harry Potter. I needed to know how that ended before I went to the movies. Otherwise, I don't know, I just can't handle I can't handle the suspense. I'm just not a person. And this is why I can't handle horrors. You know, horrors that are meant to be like really scary horrors. I'm not talking about your silly comedy horrors. I can laugh them off. And actually most of the time I can laugh off, even some of the scarier horror movies. I just sit there and laugh when other people scream. But yeah, I don't generally, gosh, that's a tough word today. Don't generally like horrors because I know it's going to be suspense the whole way through, because that's what the whole genre is built on. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. So watch the After all that, my point was, if you've got Prime Video, watch The Rig. It might be on other platforms, but I think it was made specifically for Prime Video or Prime TV or whatever you want to call it. So yeah. So I'm gonna finish this row. I'm adding that color again. I really do need to go through all my stash, and I need to separate my full skeins and balls from my half-used or partially used ones, and then wind up all my partially used ones, because I think if I did all of that and got them all in order, I'd have a better chance of being able to find better colours to put in this. Well, not better colours, but I'd have a bigger variety, because it's sort of, I don't know, I feel like I'm just repeating myself an awful lot, like yellow, yellow, white, white, black, black. I don't seem to be, having enough of a variety. And I want to get as much colour in it as I can, because that's the whole point of a sort of scrap blanket. So anyway, what do you watch when you're knitting or crocheting? And have you watched anything really good lately? Because I'd be really interested to find out if you have watched anything really good recently, because I'm struggling for content. I watch a lot of YouTube. This show is the first program actually I've watched from a streamer since Christmas, but then before Christmas it was at least a year. I just don't go near my streamers normally. I don't buy any of them except for Prime, I even cancelled my Australian one called Binge. I restarted Binge recently because they offered a very, very cheap deal, and I thought, oh yeah, okay, I'll take it just for a few months and see how I go. But all I ever usually watch is Prime. Not Prime, YouTube, sorry. Oh, birds must be cooling down. The birds are out and about. They've gone off somewhere looking for something. My cats were bird watching today. They found it looked like a little baby. It looked like a little baby diamond pigeon, I think you call them, or diamond dove, or whatever they're called. Because it wasn't all sort of puffed out like a mum and dad are sort of all big and foofy. This was a bit scrawny, skinny looking, and I thought, okay, well, maybe it was lost. And it was a little bit shaky on its legs. It was walking up and down the fence, top of the fence right outside my bedroom window, and the cats were just sitting there watching it go back and forth, as cats do. But they're not allowed out, so I'm quite happy to let them watch birds because they can't attack them. We're not allowed to let our cats out where I live because of the wildlife wildlife here is in danger, a lot of it. And so we can't let cats out because they kill a lot of it. They kill a lot of the rosellas, and they kill a lot of the kookaburras and the possums. Mind you, you'd have to be a pretty big cat to want to take on a possum. They are pretty hefty things. And those two together. Not with yarn in front. Yeah, so now I've got a pearl row. Okay. I was watching a video today on YouTube, and the fellow said something. He said, and I thought it was quite sort of philosophical almost, regarding knitting. And it was about knit and pearl stitches. What was it he said? Something about pearl stitches only exist so that pearl stitches only exist so that we can have knit stitches, so we can get the the look of the knit stitch or something like that. It was really, I thought, wow, okay, yeah. I'm watching my TV's doing the rounds of all the photos. Show me some, are they Springboks? I think they're Springboks. In Harry Nandakurma. Okay. Oh, and that's Alberto Bertogli. Anyway, I can't show you these gorgeous pictures, obviously, because they would be copyrighted, but it's a lovely rainbow. Anyway, so I'm just gonna do this because I really do want to just keep on top of these. It's brilliant that people do keep subscribing. I'm so lucky to have people just sort of find me and subscribe, or get directed to me and subscribe. It's fun. It's, I started my channel because I just wanted, I wanted to add an extra element really to what I was creating. Almost like I wanted almost like a vlog. I wanted a record of my crafting life, I suppose. And it really, I set myself the goal of 1,000 subscribers, which is how I ended up with the subscriber blankets. And the reason I set a goal was because I thought, if I've got no goal, I'm not going to have much drive to actually produce stuff. So, yeah, that's but I didn't put a time limit on my goal. I don't mind if my goal is not necessarily to be monetized, simply because I think that just opens up a whole can of worms for YouTube to, if you violate copyright, they demonetize you. If you use bad language, they demonetize you. If you, anything, you sing a song that you don't really mean to sing, it's just a habit, you get demonetized, anything. Someone, was it Jan? Yeah, Jan Reeves got demonetized for crying, or was it Ivy? I always get them two confused. It was either Jan Reeves or Ivy B. I think it was Ivy B who got demonetized because of a wind chimed in the background, and they said it was copyrighted music. It was a wind chime. The wind created the music. Yeah, so I thought, yeah, no, monetization is not something I think. And then, of course, you got to worry about, if you do go monetized, then you have to start thinking about all the legal and tax problems it comes. And then you're really under stress, I reckon, because then you've got to maintain 4,000 hours a year, I think it is, 4,000 hours a year. So then you're really under the pressure, really under the hammer to not only produce content, but to make sure that you get the viewers' hours. And yeah, I don't need that sort of stress in my life. I've got enough stress. I've got enough stress with various things going on, so yeah. Anyway, this is almost, once I do this one, I'll have to do the crocheted one, and I think I will. I'm gonna get my winder out. Oh no, I've got to do my socks. Can I show you my socks? Well, I'm asking you, but you know, you can't answer me, so I'm going to show them anyway. So I finished the front part. Come on, let's bring it up. Bring it up and out. So I finished the front part of the sock because these are Stephen West and they're called stepped up stripes or striped up steps. What are they called? Stripe step socks. Yes, say that a few times when you've got a lisp. Yeah, it's not fun. Okay, so you start with your cuff, which I've done, and then you do your front panel, which I did, and you do it on. You're working on 2 needles, which is really easy to do. So then you do your front panel, and then you flip it over when that's long enough, or when you think it's long enough, and then you do the back panel, and you add and as you're adding the back panel, you've got to pick up all these little loopy bits to sort of get the sock, you know, looking like a proper sock. But the stripes at the back are deliberately different to the ones at the front. Like this is garter stitch, which is knit on front and back, but this is the right side. And then yeah, this is stockinette. Yeah, it's really quite, so far very easy. The hardest part is just this part of picking up the edge stitches and knowing whether you're knitting 2 together or doing, you know, slip knits or whatever. You know, that's the hardest or worst part. Just trying to remember the pattern. You know, I'm not one for remembering patterns that have too many repeats. Mind you, I think it is only like what 2, 3, 4 repeats, 4 row repeat. So it's not too bad, but I can see me following the pattern quite a bit. And the beauty of doing the socks this way is, he was saying when he was talking about it, if you make it and then you realize, oh no, the foot's too short, you just add more rows to the front, and then you can add more rows to the back, and it's longer again. And I thought that was quite cute too. So, oh, what's that? That's Oleg Ace? Oleg Ace. Oh, it looks like a cave made of crystal or ice or something white and glimmery. It's Google feature photos. That's what it's telling me it is, so yeah. Anyway, blabber, blabber, blabber. Oh, I wish the heat would cool down. I really thought it would cool down. Now, like I say, it's meant to be, it's 70 Fahrenheit now. It's 20 degrees Celsius. And I really did think it would be a lot cooler than it is. I mean, mind you, it doesn't help sitting underneath a blanket. Anyway, stay watching this. Where are we today? This will be Tuesday's video. It'll be coming out a lot later than it normally does. Because I waited for it to cool down before I tackled the subscriber rows. This Wednesday is Battle of the Stitches reveal. I get to reveal my project. I've already made the video for that, and that's up and ready to be released. And then Thursday, I've actually made something for what they call it, things we're making Thursday. And you're meant to be making like washcloths or face cloths with your own pattern. So I created something. Well, it is a washcloth, but it's not strictly, what you would class as a normal washcloth. But you will see that Thursday. Yeah, so anyway, well, that's pretty. I'm not even going to try and say what that place is that I can see now on my screen. It's very green. Looks a little bit like Tasmania rainforest, but it's not. Because I don't know of any place in Tasmania called that. Well, see, the TV's telling me it's 23, but my computer's telling me it's 20. Oh, and my indoor thermometer is telling me it's 27. Oh, well, no wonder. No wonder I'm hot if it is actually 27. Eek. So yes, I know all of you over there in the US and the UK who are probably watching are thinking, oh, I'd love a bit of warmth about now. Yeah, I'd love to be able to lay down naked and make a snow angel right about now just to cool off. Oh, they're not places, they're people's names. Okay. I don't know what that place is. It's very interesting though. Don't you hate it when someone's looking at something and you can't see what it is? Oh, dear. Anyway, so, short version. Too long, didn't watch, didn't read. Go watch The Rig, if you like that sort of thing. Oh, dear. I've given myself a headache, I think. Of this heat. I should have left the air conditioner on for a bit longer, or put it on, I should have said. Haven't had it on yet today, but I do need it, I think. My cats have run away. They've left me. They've abandoned me. Okay, I can feel a yawn coming on, so rather than yawn and in your face, so to speak, I will shut down for now, and I will add the 2 rows to the crochet blanket off camera, and then I'll be all caught up again. But until then, please learn from the past, think about the future, but always live for today. Catch you later. Take care. Bye.